Hey everyone, welcome. Today, we're going to peel back the layers on one of the most famous, but also one of the most misunderstood texts in history. We're diving into the real philosophy behind Vatsyayana's Kama Sutra, which is all about the pursuit of something called Trivarga. So let's get ready to challenge everything you thought you knew. So, let me ask you, when you hear the words Kama Sutra, what's the first thing that pops into your head? Yeah, for most people, it's a kind of ancient, exotic sex manual, right? But what if I told you that's like looking at a masterpiece painting and only noticing the frame? The text itself is asking us to look so much deeper. And right here, this is the big reveal. The Kama Sutra, at its core, isn't just about sex. It's a guide, a blueprint really, for how to live a well-rounded, fulfilling, and totally balanced life. All the physical stuff it talks about, that's just one piece of a much bigger, much more profound puzzle. To really get a handle on that philosophy, we've got to start with the foundation. Vatsyayana builds his entire worldview on what he calls the three pillars of life. This is the absolute central framework for everything else in the text. And that framework has a name, Trivarga. It literally means the group of three. And Vatsyayana doesn't just present these as, some nice suggestions. He says these are the three essential, legitimate goals that every single person should be chasing if they want to live a complete life. So, what are these three amazing pillars? Well, first, you've got Dharma. Think of this as your purpose, your moral compass, your duty to do the right thing. Then comes Artha. This is all about the real world, your security, your career, your wealth. And finally, there's Kama, and this is the fun one. Desire, pleasure, love, and just enjoying all the beautiful and sensual things life has to offer. But here's the thing, and this is absolutely crucial. Vatsyayana makes it super clear that it's not enough to just know about Dharma, Artha, and Kama. He says the most important thing is anushtana, which means the actual, real-world practice of these ideas. It's all about doing, not just knowing. Action is everything. Okay, so you've got these three huge life goals. How in the world do you manage them all without, your life turning into a total chaotic mess? Well, that brings us to the next brilliant idea, the art of chasing them all in perfect harmony. And this is where Vatsyayana's genius really shines. He argued that you shouldn't see these goals as separate, or worse, competing with each other. You don't have to pick between being a good person, being successful, or having fun. The real goal is to weave them all together, like threads in a beautiful tapestry. This quote pretty much sums up the entire philosophy. The number one rule is that whatever you're doing, whether it's for duty, for money, or for pleasure, you have to do it in a way that helps or at least doesn't hurt the other two parts of your life. Now, of course, to really understand this, we have to put our historian hats on for a second. The source material was written thousands of years ago, and it frames this whole pursuit of Trivarga as the main job of men, or purusha. Women's roles were seen as dependent. Now, this is a direct reflection of the ancient patriarchal society it came from, and it's a really important lens for understanding the examples that are about to come up. All right, so this all sounds great in theory, but what does it actually look like in real life? Well, lucky for us, Vatsyayana gives some super specific examples of how these pillars can connect. This chart shows how you can link two of the three goals together. For instance, if a man has relations with a wife he doesn't actually love, but he does it to produce an heir, that act is seen as dharma, his duty, linked with artha, because an heir brings prosperity. But if he does the exact same thing with a wife he loves, well, then it becomes dharma linked with kama, or desire. See how the motivation completely changes how the pillars connect? It's pretty fascinating. Linking two of the goals is good. That's a solid start. But Vatsyayana says the ultimate goal, the true masterpiece of a well-lived life, is when you can get all three, dharma, artha, and kama, to line up all at once. And here are some examples of that total beautiful integration. Just check out that last one. A poor man marries a wealthy partner that he desires, and she desires him right back. That single action fulfills kama through their mutual desire, dharma through the duty of marriage, and artha by improving his financial situation. Boom! That is Trivarga in perfect, harmonious action. So when you strip away all the myths and the sensationalism, what are you left with? It's this surprisingly modern and incredibly practical blueprint for finding balance in your own life. When it all comes down to it, Vatsyayana's wisdom is pretty simple. Life is a delicate balance between our purpose, our worldly needs, and our pleasure. The big secret is making sure that chasing one of them doesn't sabotage the others. It's truly a timeless guide to living a more integrated and intentional life. And that leaves us with one last question. And this one's for you to think about. If you look at your own life through this ancient lens of Dharma, Artha, and Kama, where do they line up? Where do your greatest purpose, your worldly success, and your deepest joys all come together as one? Something to think about.